Greetings, everybody. Welcome. That moment of silence there brought to you by Boomerism. That's right. Even though I'm not old enough to be a boomer, I completely boomered that. So. Welcome to Friday, everybody. It is it's an extraordinary Friday. Lots of revealing things have been happening. Obviously, we talked a little bit last Friday about the Minions, the Rise of Gru, just absolutely decimating Lightyear at the box office. And I was, going over some numbers, ruminating, if you will, just looking at it. And I mean, it brings again into stark relief, like I said in my video this week, or I should say stark focus rather, that you have to make good. You have to make good films for people to be interested. So indeed, that's where I want to start today. But actually, where I really want to start is saying hi to all of you, because a lot of you got here early. Thanks for that. I'm sure as Midnight's Edge has just wrapped up, we'll start to see some more folks in the audience. We've got Dragon Master 360 saying hi, guys. Indeed. Looks like our friend Trav 101 is here. Zacharot 315, good to see you, my friend. And of course, Mr. Shirt. Just another red shirt. Aluvrian Imakara is here. One of two, I've been recovering from helping a friend rearrange some furniture. She wasn't paying attention. Dropped a wire food service shelf on my left wrist. Oh, no. And pinned it to the shelf below. Good gracious. Oh, I hope you're okay. 2 of 2. Nothing broken. I'm getting better, and I might be able to type quickly in the near future. So I have to keep having fun with you excelling people. Excellent people, I would imagine. One-handed, I'm slow as F on the keyboard. I think all of us are. But, there are some people who can hunt and peck really fast, with 2 fingers. Believe me, I still see people like that in the business world from time to time. I'm like, going, okay. But we've got Olathon S here. Good to see you. Let's see some other folks rolling through the door. Chlorceric K is here. We've got C for Family saying Midnight's Edge in the morning raid. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. All 42 of you here early. Appreciate it. We've got DS Ford out there as well. Let's see who else is rolling through. Oh, Hemorrhoid Hertz is here. 5 a.m. in Australia. Got up at 3 a.m. to catch the Rippaverse launch. That's right. It's another incredible thing to talk about. I mean, Incredible Oz and Incredible Blahs was something I thought I should change the name of the stream to. I didn't, but I should have. And this is the Rippaverse is an incredible off. If you haven't seen the announcement, it is out there on social media. Do check out his channel. There are good things coming, folks. We are going to be the change that we want to see. I think you're going to start seeing more and more creators head in that particular direction. I think you're going to start to see people saying, I can do this better, and then going out and doing it better. And I think Eric July is an example of that. I think we're going to see that. Of course, we've already seen what's happening with a lot of the comics creators, independent comics creators that are out there in the various groups that are doing that. They're doing a great job. I've backed a ton of books. I backed so much stuff. I haven't opened everything yet. That's, that's the kind of encouragement we need to give these creators, the financial backing that they need to get their brands up and running. So I'm very excited about the Rippaverse. I hope you are too. Let's see who else is rolling about. We got Bilbo Swaggin reminding you to Have a good day, indeed. Good to see you, my friend. I think we also have a very good use of the buttons. Oh, I got to make more emojis. I couldn't believe I had the opportunity to make more. I got to start doing that. Let's see who else is here. You missed the 6-minute daily. Oh well, it was good. Well worth your time to go back and watch the Midnight's Edge in the morning. I mean, if you don't mind some minor spoilery things about Thor, sounds like a movie you can take or leave based on word of mouth so far. Darren Hughes is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. We've got Captain Fandom Nerd. Happy Friday to you, my friend. And I was going to try to do a member stream today, and then it occurred to me that I wasn't any time in the day to do it. There's too much great stuff to watch. So I'm going to put it out on the community tab tomorrow. So you'll see that here probably after the stream. I'm going to set it up, and then we'll go from there. Let's see what else. A lot of folks here. Resident Moonhowler is here. Good to see you. We've got ATN here. Good to see you. If they are not watching something in Espanol, there you go. Yeah. Gosh, I put out obviously yesterday was KGF 2. KGF 2 review, chapter 2. Chapter 3 is currently in production in India. Pretty excited for that. That's in the Kannada language. I'm learning a lot of these things, like these different regions with all these different languages and all the different dialects that go along with it. I have to tell you, this has been an amazing journey. You should check out a lot of these films that I've been watching, because it's going to remind you of really great cinema, really great days. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here for lunch, D. Bud Martin. I appreciate that. I think Eric K's here. Eric K's been around a lot. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on, but I appreciate his moderation and all my mod team. All of you wrenches, you guys don't get enough thanks from the creators, and that includes me, specifically me. I should be saying thank you to you more often. You guys really do make the streams run better, and I don't have to worry about the chat, which I like. Sorry, that was my equivalent of hitting the cough button there. Need to have some water. If you didn't get a chance, we kind of talked a little bit last night on Comics Division's channel about the fact that he made 10K. And I know there's a 10K celebration stream coming up in the near future, so I'm excited for that. I have some guest appearances to be made coming up this week, I think Tuesday and Saturday, next Saturday. I know that Makani Draws is going to be celebrating 900 subscribers here, so I'll let you know if I make it on my social media platforms to that event, and pretty stoked. Guys are just, it's unbelievable. Accidental Tourist is not liking the Beavis and Butthead revival. The TSA agents at the gate are now saying all the time, cavity search, that one, hard and deep. Oh, of course. Oh, it's so good to see all of you folks. I do appreciate you being here. I really do. Got small time here. What's up, buddy? Let's see who else is rolling through. We got Common Nerd. Good to see you again, friend. We've got Shrap 3D, Brightest Day, George Bonnie 90. Good to see you. And of course, Darius rolls in here with a super sticker for $1.49. It's a box of popcorn. Thanks for that, my friend. Rob Altus says, put your trays up. Yep. I hope you guys are buckled in. Tina's out and about still. It's a wet Friday. Gonna listen. Well, thanks for listening. Really appreciate it. We got Monkey Jeebus here. You got your Indiana Jones skin in Fortnite. That's cool. Sounds pretty awesome. Commander Ed Straker Shadow is here. Humor and Waffles is here. Yeah, Boomer Casino indeed. Wow, I'm way behind. Yeah. James Conn. That's a bummer. That is a true bummer. I don't know. He was in a lot of my favorite stuff. That guy. What an incredible career. He made a lot of friends in Hollywood. He wasn't an outspoken asshat. And I just cursed on my channel. Like so many are in Hollywood these days. So, but let's see. Lots of the folks rolling through. We got Read by Nature out there. If I missed you guys, it's the chat just jumped on me, so I apologize in advance. We got M Tax Shark. Trinoculus P is here. I hope Quarter Black will be on FNT with Dave Landau. Yep. I don't know that. I wouldn't put it past him. I hope he is too. Gotta love that guy. Star Wars has Masters of the Universe. A couple of Marvel Legends I need to open. Oh. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but okay. You're excited for Dave Landau even Alex Jones, yeah? I think it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a really interesting stream. I'm going to be doing work while I listen in. Of course, I got a lot of things to pay attention to this weekend, but we'll be talking about it. We got KRNet82 here. Good to see you. We got, Apollo Patriot. What's up, brother? Yeah, but it's good to see you, man. 2 jobs. Goodness, you're working it. Plus your channel. Not to see. I got Sean Estep in the house. Who else is rolling through? Oh, Mike likes tacos. Yeah, it's great to have you here. Yeah, I do have a membership gifting button. I have a lot of interesting buttons now, courtesy of our friend Mr. Grant Gregory, who's been helping me immensely. We had a little bit of a business meeting this morning after the 6-minute daily. He's being featured over on the Full Aussie. So if you guys like the crazy Aussies, he's going to be over there tomorrow morning in the States. So it's Saturday. It's like Saturday morning cartoons for me is what I call it, right? I think I may have even been responsible for naming the show. Anyway, we've had talks about that before. Louvriani Makara has been around for 19 months since a member chat that says, lurking, having popcorn, a little Star Trek there for you, and live long and prosper. And thanks for keeping me entertained. Well, I just hope you're better. I'm worried about your hand. That super sucks. At least your wrist. I mean, your wrist is required to make your hand operate properly. I'm trying to see who else rolled through, if there was any member chats I missed, because I don't get to see them. All right, I think I got them all. I think it's just Louvrian so far. And there's a lot of new members. Thank you for that. We got Big Raj with a super sticker. Thank you for that. I guarantee that's a thumbs up. I love Raj. Great supporter of a lot of channels. Oh, Eric Case says the link just dropped. Cool. All right. Well, that'll be good. What else is happening? Let's see. Let's start with something fun. Let's do a fun thing. This falls into the category of probably disappointing for Disney, but not actually surprising to me. We talked a little bit about this over on Midnight's Edge in the morning, but I think that this is a bad sign. I think that a film that costs $250 million needs to do better than this on a preview. And again, I approach this from the business side of things. I'm not gonna see the film. I'm not. I mean, maybe if it comes to streaming or I have some kind of unique opportunity, perhaps. But I'm not compelled to see this film. It's not like any other. I haven't been compelled to see a Marvel film in a long time. I mean, Eternals wasn't compelling. And despite the fact that I saw Shang-Chi, it wasn't compelling. I didn't have a compelling reason to see that film, knowing what it was. I didn't have a compelling reason to see Doctor Strange 2. I did go see Spider-Man No Way Home, but that's because, based on everything that I was led to believe and had heard, it was going to be very good, and it turned out to be wonderful. So I was kind of happy about that. The question here now is, this is a good one. Will Thor make more money than Doctor Strange? No. In fact, it'll make less, maybe by 50 million, maybe by 100 million. It needs, by my estimates, because it's $250 million worth of film, you employ the 2.8 factor, which seems to be about where all these superhero films land. Not quite 3, not a little over 2.5, but 2.8 right in the middle. This thing needs to make 700 million to break even. I know Valiant Renegade probably is his target's a little lower to break even. I think it's 600 million. It doesn't matter. This thing is not really going to make money until it hits around 700 million. And it could be more. I mean, they could have. I don't know what the promotion, marketing, any of the things like that. I haven't seen a lot of companion advertisement, partner advertisement that goes along with this. I don't think it's going to make more money. I think, like Andre was saying on Midnight's Edge in the morning this morning, I think this thing hits bad word of mouth or meh word of mouth, and nobody's compelled to see it. And that's why I keep using that word. Is it compelling? The power of the MCU compels you. Be gone. There you go. It's like getting smacked in the face. Yeah. I don't know. I don't anticipate this, I don't anticipate this doing very well. I mean, it'll obviously make money. I just don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's going to do much better than break even. That's my thoughts on it. So, what's up, Keck? Kevin Sorbo as Ares. Disappointed. Speaking of steaming hot, yeah. A lot of people aren't super stoked about this, but the fact that it only made 29 million in its preview, that should tell you something. It already is stepping out on a bad foot, right? Some other arguments could be made that there wasn't really a lot of competition for Doctor Strange 2 in the theaters at the time, and that's why it did as well as it did. I know for sure this will have the same kind of, if not more, epic fall off in its second weekend. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Darren's not interested. I don't think a lot of people are. Oh, what's up? We got Manowar 665, the neighbor of the beast, out there in the house. And word of mouth did help Top Gun. Top Gun's a beast. When you look at it, let's see, I ran some numbers. It doesn't matter. Can't get to them. When you look at Top Gun's performance, man, that thing has incredible legs. And look at the fall off week to week; it's minuscule. Think. It's not like what's happening with these mega tentpole blockbusters out of the MCU. Right now, if you released a Star Wars movie, I think you would also find disappointment at the box office. Nobody trusts any of these folks. They really don't. They don't trust the filmmakers anymore. They don't trust the creators. And a lot of people haven't watched films, Marvel films, since Endgame. I think they lost a considerable portion of their audience. Yeah, Victor Fontaine comes in with some numbers, and this is right. Yeah, Thor 4 had 29 million opening, 30 in previews. These are preview numbers, and 36 million for Strange. That's a significant $7 million difference. That, and again, I mean, you don't think that leads people, to draw conclusions from. I don't know. I don't know. Yvonne says the last Marvel movie I was actually excited for was Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah. And I think that's true. And there was a lot of good things to be excited for there, especially when the leaks, the leaks, some of the stuff that came out, all the cameos, the multiple Spider-Man, that really set that thing in the right direction. If they really went after getting those three actors back another time or two, I think the audience would respond equal to the last response, to be honest with you. What's up, Ken Jack Ben? Let's see. Of course, this is an entertainment show, so I'm really probably not going to dive into the circumstances that took place yesterday of a former leader of a country in Japan. But we'll kind of try to focus on the entertainment here. I thought it would be bad for me not to mention, since we've lost so many, including the creator of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and such, that maybe we would mention that we've lost a lot of people, James Caan included. And it's been a rough week Hollywood wise and creatives wise. Just it has. And of course, leadership, because I think, you're starting to see some more forced issues in certain places. But yeah, the FOMO's gone, I think, is the best way to say this. Nobody has the fear of missing out any longer. And Victor puts it in plain numbers that I agree with. Putting the 20% less opening for Thor 4 compared to Doctor Strange, that would put Thor 4 at 750. And that's about where I put it, Victor. Yeah. I put it. I think my range was like 738 to 762, somewhere in there. Yeah. And I did it on the laptop, so it's not in here. I don't know. I want good things. I know you all do. Hey, War Monkey. And this is a good point, James Villanueva. The excess amount of money being put on is into these failing movies makes me believe that some of it's going in someone's pocket. Well, they've always used films to move money around or do make goods. Make goods are a big thing in Hollywood. You can ask people, even now, especially accountants, they'll tell you there's a lot of make goods out there. A lot of make goods. If you need to make somebody whole because a previous project failed, they'll get money thrown in on a deal. Stuff like that happens all the time. One of my phones is ringing. I don't know where it is. Thor is just tofurkey with a side of fried chicken now. Yeah, I don't want either of those things. Oh man, pass on Thor. Watch Bastard on Netflix. Yes, that's a good idea, Sebastian Simonson. I agree. I still love that Avatar. It's pretty cool. Yeah, former PM Abe is worth mentioning and remembering. No, you're right, MTAC Shark. I just have to be very careful about navigating that. We can't have this kind of thing that has been predicted for a while where people can just go up and eliminate people they don't like, because it won't end. It'll just accelerate. Don't really need the civilization to devolve to that point. So, Dark Shadow Logan, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Trinoculous Pieces, I bowed out after Ragnarok. Too goofy and got tired of watching Thor get beat up. Me too. And I don't know. I didn't ask the important question today, aside from obviously, people's titillation with seeing, Chris Hemsworth's backside nude, right? Did somebody get whacked in the huevos? Because that seems to be what modern day Marvel seems to be. I blame CERN too. Brightest day, good to see you, my friend. We are in a very diverged world right now, divided. War Monkey's not excited for the MCU anymore, but I would be excited in a Spider-Man universe built off No Way Home. I'm not even a big Spider-Man fan. Yeah, I think that's actually the way to go about it. I really do. I don't really want to read about that anymore. Gosh, there's not anything fun to talk about. Hey, Julian, good to see you. So, hail Culturites. A plot it's without. This film is a bore. We will pay nothing for the mighty Thor. With apologies to Bob Dylan. Wow, Bob Dylan. Yeah, absolutely. Well done. Rippaverse. That's right, Whiskey Jack. Indeed. Yeah, I think, Victor's dropping numbers like crazy. I love it. Let's see. My coworker told me to go see the new Thor. I said, never going to happen. Yeah, Biggles, I think a lot of people are there. You got ATN saying 250 budget plus 200 P&A. Yeah, at least. Take 50%. 750 might not even make money. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I said. I'm not quite sure where they are on marketing, promotion, advertising, P&A, whatever you want to go about. And like I said, I haven't seen a lot. Have you guys seen a lot of companion advertising? Like, have you seen like a Dodge ad with like Mighty Thor? No, you haven't. It's not. It's not. It's not good. It's not good. I found out yesterday that the other day that YouTube brand accounts like mine can't receive gifted membership. It's possible to convert this to a personal account. So I may do that at some point. Oh, that's weird. I didn't know that. Yeah, Ragnarok finished out 850. It's still a disappointment. Well, not then. Then it was acceptable. Now, if that did that now, it would be disappointment. Just like Doctor Strange 2. Don't let anybody fool you. The Batman, disappointing. Doctor Strange 2, disappointing. Yeah. What's up, Martin Vasquez? Good to see you. Good call. Blaming CERN, indeed. I'm concerned too. You guys are awesome. Imagine it would need to make 900 million to break even. Again, I haven't seen a huge promotion campaign on this. It's been very specifically targeted. We are exposed to a lot more of those kinds of campaigns here on YouTube because they play easier, and obviously all these entities put their trailers up here, which leads me to ask a question: why are you making claims on creators who are essentially doing companion advertising for you when they're showing your trailer, good, bad, or otherwise? Even if the person's just trashing your trailer or whatever, that's counterintuitive to me, right? I mean, put it in comparison with what Universal does with Illumination's Minions, right? Minions are everywhere. I mean, and they always are, and nobody's going after them, nobody's suing, right? It's crazy. We got Rippaverse. Yep, it's going to be amazing. That's right, Cody Guy. Can talk about The Boys. This season finished extremely strong, and this finale was epic. I'm still kind of in shock as how good the season was. Liked every second of it. Well, War Monkey, I will have to catch up. Although I kind of got turned off the previous season, but that's just me. Yeah. Black Panther did make $1 billion. Yeah. All Marvel movies should make at least $1 billion. And well, yeah, you should be able to pull acceptable multiples. Especially, you should be able to have good legs. Marketing has gone bananas. You're right. It's costing way more. In fact, with all the streaming services now lining up to put ads on their platforms, I think marketing is going to be even more crazy. You're going to be marketing in so many different places in the future. Your budgets are going to have to inflate along with it. I've heard this. I've heard that Clerks 3 looks good based on the trailer. We'll see. Is CERN part of the Great Reset? I don't know. I have no interest in being reset, let me tell you. There does seem to be a schism with the Boys fans. Some love the show for the deviations. Some utterly resent them. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I'm kind of, I listen to everybody now. I mean, and as many people as I can. And it does seem rather split. It really does. What's up, Green Lion? Good to see you. Of course, we have a super chat from Darren Hughes. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. It says Friday pre-flight gets my Thor LNT ticket money. Well, thank you. I still save on gas and popcorn. Happy Friday, Culture and Chat. Well, thank you. Wow. You're not, Darren, and you're not the first person I've seen do this today. Just spend money on super chats because they would support the creators here instead of going to this film. I've seen that sentiment. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the super chat, my friend. It does help. It really does. Let's see. Marketing and HR are the scam departments. That's true. Or companies will need to realize that marketing is a huge scam. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I read those out of order, but you're right. Marketing Marketing is all about buying, or advertising is all about buying time. Marketing is all about creating a conversation. Because that's what you want to do. You want to stir things. You want the viral stuff. It's hard to make stuff go viral. It really is. Speaking of going viral, right now there's some people working behind the scenes to get in touch with the creator of the fan edit of Obi-Wan. And as soon as I hear who landed Kai Patterson to talk about their fan edit of Obi-Wan into a 2.5-hour movie from a 6-hour terribly paced television program on Disney Plus, I'll let you know. But right now, getting a hold of a copy of that has become difficult because it keeps getting taken down everywhere it goes up. But at least it makes a good thing out of something that wasn't good. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see who else rolled in here. Ass love forever. Whoa. Okay. AKA Alf. Okay. I'm not saying that. CultureCasino, even though your hair looks better than mine, I am still look cuter. You do look cuter indeed, for sure. Actually, it's easy to get viral. You mock the text messages from an ex-president and put it on music by Eminem, which pisses him off. I guess. Still not going to watch Disney Star Wars as fanfic. Yes, Rap, I agree. No fan edit can save Kenobi. You're probably right, but from what I've heard, it does fix a lot of the problems with it, including some dialogue issues. It theoretically makes Reva more, or is it Reva? Because it's spelled Reva. It makes Reva more menacing, according to at least one person I've heard from. So I added in so much different dialogue scenes and so much more I did. Yeah? I hope you're doing good, Jace. Good to see you, buddy. What else is going on? Six hours of static works. Okay, so let's talk about that because again, I'm gonna share something, right? I love the idea that I can share articles and we can talk about them. YouTube is just genius about it, to be able to do this. So here's the financial information around Thor: Love and Thunder, right? There's our 29 million, 48 million international. So that's an interesting number. So you got 77,600,000. Okay. The reported budget, $250 million. It's not opening. It's not opening well. It released in Australia, Finland, Germany, Hong Kong, and Indonesia July 6th. So it's had 2 days of run internationally. And it has 48.6 out of all those other countries. 2 of them are pretty decent markets. This is fascinating. It's 119 minutes long, so right at 2 hours. Interesting. Box office, they're not going to be able to tell us much there. I just find it interesting that this film is going to be what I predict will be a catastrophic failure. I don't know. But the industry seems to be questioning this. This is an article that I pulled from Uproxx, which again, it's a rag, so take it with a grain of salt or whatever you can. But this article specifically deals with this. It says, has the MCU formula broken down, exploring the strange contradictions of Thor in Thor: Love and Thunder. This person says, Vince Mancini, interesting, says, usually when I say a movie is weird, I mean that as a compliment. Weirdness can be an expression of humanity, something refreshing to feel in an art form that feels increasingly focus grouped and factory made. I could not agree more with that statement. Yet Thor: Love and Thunder doesn't feel weird in the humanity affirming kinds of ways. It's weird more in a desperate humanity pushed to its breaking point kind of way. Like if you had so many commercial requirements pressing on its artistic sensibilities that the whole thing popped like a zit. That's very descriptive. The cheap operating principle of MCU characters is that they can't die. That's true. There are no consequences. This IP, and that's what characters are in this universe, intellectual property, means assets meant to appreciate, like stocks or NFTs, can only replicate and metastasize, reappearing often enough that they still count towards the parent company's ledger. Thor: Love and Thunder is a movie, sorta, but mostly it's a substrate for all that IP. Holy cow. Holy cow. What's up, Kai? Good to see you, buddy. What do you guys think? This is like spitting straight fire. I don't usually see this from people like this. I really don't. Soul Assassin says the thing I think we're all thinking. MCU ended after Endgame. Yeah. Gotta watch Dave Chappelle at opening of the new theater at Duke Ellington School. Yep. Yeah, I actually reported on that, the 6 Minute Daily this morning. Netflix did drop that special rather quietly. Again, it gets into a joke that everybody was trying to run away from. So, that's what I was looking for. Hello, CC. Just finished the Mike Myers Netflix show, The Pentaverate. A solid 6 rating, full of cheap laughs. Well, that's interesting. 6 out of 10 might be worth a couple hours. It seems the previous Marvel movies affect the anticipation or lack thereof of the next one. Yes, they have. Especially when they started to build on a connected universe, right? And they luckily fit into each other because they were based at that time on the actual stories. Unfortunately, they accelerated through all of them to get to the new, better, different bologna sausage that nobody was appreciating anymore and tanked in the comics. So there's that. It is a pretty serious statement. It really is. And oftentimes I don't find good stuff, in places like this. I did a video over an article like this yesterday. Polygon roasted it bad. The critics hate it. Yeah. And they hate it. They hate it for a variety of reasons, but they're right. There is no art in it. And you know what? The critics want to be right. I mean, let's be fair. If you aren't to access media, if your livelihood doesn't require that you kowtow to these studios so that you can get in on the premieres, the special events, get the swag bags, et cetera, et cetera. If you're access media, you are bending the knee to all of this power. But if you aren't tied down to that, and if you can actually speak critically and honestly about the things that you're seeing and viewing, well, things take on a different light because, you want to not be out of touch with the audience. You can have a different take than the audience, but you have to be in touch. You have to understand, okay, my opinion of this film is X. The audience at large will expect Y. I need to talk about X, but, refer to, not necessarily defer to, Y. It's the only way that it works. You have to be, audiences, you have to be able to say as a critic, audiences will appreciate X, Y, Z. And that's why Andre's review, this early review of Thor: Love and Thunder, was so important, because it does exactly that. It talks about, there are elements you're going to enjoy. In fact, again, Midnight's Edge in the morning this morning, when came in, she spoke rather highly of the film. in direct contrast to what Tom and Andre said. I still haven't seen the film. I can't speak on the film. I can speak on the elements of the film, but I haven't seen the film. I'm not going to see the film. I think I said that multiple times. No interest. But yeah, this film's getting roasted. And War Monkey says people are finally seeing it like I do. It's a generic product being sold to the masses for mass consumption only. Yeah. It has nothing to do with storytelling with characters in a fantasy world. No, it doesn't. And let me tell you, that's wearing thin on the audience. It really is. I mean, you have incredible, just absolutely wonderful box office comparisons to look at when it comes to entertaining an audience versus lecturing an audience, or just putting out bad stuff. It honestly drives me absolutely crazy that what we're getting, the schlock and not even schlock, the garbage that we're getting now. It just, there's no substance to it. You know how there's no substance? You don't want to go back and watch it again. I don't. Maybe you do. I don't think you do. But I mean, when we look at movie comparisons, right? Just of the recent films, these are the numbers, right? The blue line is Top Gun Maverick and its performance, right? Just right out of the gate, just shooting to the moon. Right below that's Minions. Look at its trajectory. It's incredible. Look at Lightyear. It got flat as F. We'll blow this up a little bit, take a closer look. But this is the stuff that, makes me crazy. And I'm sorry I've got it on easy reader mode for me. But it's crazy. It literally is nuts. There it is. Thank you, Green Lion. Insert Marvel movie title, the next thing to consume. That's right. And you're right, the common nerd. That's exactly why YouTubers are taking off so well. No one can trust the access media anymore. I would just say media as a whole. Media trust is down to its lowest point. The United States leads the way there in lack of trust in media. The UK isn't far behind. By the way, congratulations to you on the other side of the pond. And most of Europe is waking up to the fact that they're lied to daily by the so-called people who are there to supposedly inform them. A lot of misinformation coming out of the authoritative sources, whatever we were using back when. But as you can see, this film, just the comparison between these three, right? So right now, 20 days in, Lightyear is flat at 108. This isn't going to go up a lot more. Gru, 7 days in, still on the rise, 164. Top Gun, 42 days in, $581 million. They're projecting by the end of its theatrical overall domestic, it'll be over 600 to 650 million domestic. Wow. We'll look quickly. Production budget for Rise of Gru, $80 million. That's reasonable. Production for Lightyear, $200 million. Why? When you're using all the practical stuff that they did in Top Gun Maverick for 170. Why 80 million versus 200 million? Why? Make this make sense to me. Can't make money if you make films that way. Can't. Domestic opening weekend for Minions, 107. Top Gun Maverick, 126. Can't get it to highlight. There we go. And what did we do? 50.5. This is double. More than double. More than double. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So to date, worldwide box office for Minions, right now reported, not including this weekend, probably only including yesterday, 258,300,000. This thing is about to not only hit the black, but go into profitability. Top Gun Maverick, 1.126, 1,126,000,000. And that number is going to go up. It's the best film of the year. There's no argument. It's the number one movie. You have, of course, Lightyear to date, 190 million. Was it worth an insignificant scene? Right? Was it worth an insignificant scene to not open in 14 to 17 other countries, depending upon who's reporting, you believe? No. Crazy. Sorry, I've been going on and on and on. I know it doesn't really matter, but it goes to show you good stuff makes money. Speaking of which, we have Commander and Straker of Shadow for $5 saying, here's $5 for a coffee. I will be seeing Thor Love and Thunderous Flatulence. Oh man, maybe catching up on the Orville this weekend or the Terminal List instead. I have a slate of things to watch. I have to watch the new Beavis and Butthead thing, so that Tom gets off my back, because you don't want your hetero life mate upset with you. You just don't. Just letting you know. And then Terminal List is on my list to watch, but I have 2 wonderful Indian cinematic adventures to go on in Bahubali. Or Bahubali, I think is maybe the way it's pronounced. Bahubali, I think. I'm looking forward to that. Parts 1 and 2 of that. Those are going to be, again, other epic creations from what I hear. If RRR and KGF is anything to be a guidepost for anything, I'm very stoked about that. Beesman, MCU is chewing gum that has lost all its flavor. Thank you. You're right. He ain't gonna stop chewing stands. The flavor ain't coming back. Nope. It's watch product, consume product, don't ask questions. Yeah. For as much as I think the knucklehead that said that is a knucklehead, he's right. It deserves to be roasted. Taika is only good in his own little scripts, like Jojo Rabbit. I agree with you. And again, he said he didn't care what the audience thought. I mean, he came out and said it. He said a lot of things that people say are trolls, and I'm like, dude, maybe, but at the same time, they're clearly true. I mean, he is honestly a Ryan Johnson type, a Ruin Johnson type, and if you don't believe that, you aren't paying attention. Got Snowdub in the house. Several other folks rolled in the door. Thor, when the only other movie playing in your local cinema is Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, kind of. Well, Top Gun. People still going to see Top Gun. It was, yeah, you mean to say, Trav, 101, 100% right. I meant to say it was not worth not casting Tom Allen. No, I agree with you. Tim Allen. Dude, Tom Hanks didn't even get it, right? He came out and said that. You can that was in, if you go back on Hollywood Reporter, you can actually find the article that's I think it's in the heat wave area. You gonna finish the knuckleball video too? I'm thinking about it. I just finished a video. I have one more shot on my shot list for the Cultured Builds channel, and then I've got another video I'm putting together. I've got more shots to do for the one I'm building for Sherry for drywall repair. But Bahubali, that's right, Manowar 665. I can't wait for that. Yeah, and I'm gonna see Bastard as well. Man, there's a lot of great things to see. I don't care what anybody says. We can find good entertainment. People are still making it. Oh, is there anybody out there going to a San Diego Comic Con? Because I don't think I somebody's trying to talk me into it. I don't think I'm going to go, but apparently there is and I probably wouldn't go in either. But apparently they're going to be giving you some insight into the new Dungeons and Dragons film. So if anybody goes to see that, see if you can bring back some information about that. I would appreciate it. CC, you're only a true fan of Indian cinema if you can sit through the most depressing film ever called Salaam Bombay. Ooh. Okay. I will look that up. KGF is awesome. Thanks. Culture recommends. Hey, Chris Gore gets all of the praise. Any film now that I'm watching from India is a direct result of his recommendation of RRR, which, I mean, I've been turning people on to left and right, and I'm still actually considering doing not only a watch event here, right, on one of the platforms, whether it's here or Twitter or whatever, doing a watch party, but also renting a local theater and doing a screening and just invite anybody who's nearby to come. I think that's I think that's worth it. It's worth it. We've got Pinochet's helicopter tours for $2 says CC skip my first sissy. Here, fine. Here's more infla bucks. Did I miss a super chat, brother? Where? How long ago? Somebody help me. Help me. I'm scrolling Pinochet. There it is. Thank you, brother. Says for $5. Thank you, Pinochet's helicopter tours. Appreciate you. Midnight's Edge is too forgiving of Disney. For the control and power a corporation sought, I demand way more accountability plus heavy losses at Disney first. They're going to get punished, dude. The next 2 quarters, they'll be looking for write-offs to try to explain away what's happening to them financially. It's going to be there. They will be quite hard. I'm not kidding. They're if you're an investor right now and you're looking at, let's see, Disney is sitting 1.46% down at $96. The stock market's already decided. I said this during Midnight's Edge in the morning, and I meant it. The stock market's already decided Disney is not headed the right direction. And they're going to hover. If they get down to 87, that's where I set my bottom or my target. If I were going to invest in them. That's its value. And investors are realizing this. Look at all the streamers, man. The streamers are getting punished. Netflix took another hit today. Pretty good one. Amazon's getting pounded. Obviously, they are not. The streaming service for them is just a toss-in. But Amazon's getting pounded. Apple, despite talking about new devices and a whole lot of other things and this new, lockdown ability that you have for your devices, they're going to start seeing losses. It's going to be weird. What's up, Chatimal? Soul Assassin. I scrolled all the way back so I could get that. Thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate it. Let's see. Etienne says, I'm not ready to say it will be a failure because Lightyear is going to be the failure benchmark. Wow. Yes. No. Yes, exactly. Of course. Lightyear will be the benchmark by which all failure is set. Right. And it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. Kitty Bear says, CultureCasino, there is an hour extra footage. It's all the pronouns off everyone involved. Oh my. Thanks for the great discussion. Just sorry I didn't have more time. Oh no, yeah, Jordy. Thank you for moderating here too, my friend, and for all that you do in promotion. You're awesome. Thanks to all my wrenches. You guys are great. They should have put some of that marketing toward their CGI budget. Yeah, that was in reference to the Thor stuff. So I scrolled way too far back, but it was fun. Got Butt Crack out there. What's up? Who else is showing up? Sorry, guys. I have to catch up with the chat now. I had to go way back. The way back machine. That's a common sentiment right there. Okay. I'm almost there, guys. I'm sorry. But Minions and Thor are like Looney Tunes, but only for one of those should be. That's right. Yeah, Thor shouldn't be like Looney Tunes. Minions should be. And Minions are genius. I'm sorry. That thing is goldmine. At $80 million in production, thing's a goldmine. Right? And you're only really paying Carell, right? That's it. Everybody else is a voice thing. I mean, I guess they had Sandy Bullock in one of them previously, but it's still $80 million is completely reasonable for an animated film. Snowed up. But Chris Evans is so much cheaper than Tim Allen. Really, Brumable? You think that's true? I tell you what, he hasn't distinguished himself at all. The only good role I saw Evans in prior to Captain America was as one of the X's in Scott Pilgrim. And he just basically played Chris Evans. All these actors are doing that now. I don't think anybody's different than the personality they portray on screen. That's not acting. I mean, yeah. You have to walk in and put yourself aside and put yourself in a situation where you're serving just the character, right? The character isn't you. There might be little pieces of you woven into the character because that's what you need to kind of get there as a performance. But the character isn't you. You have to be something else. That's what acting is. Which is why I'm always infuriated by the concept that people are, you have to, you can't play straight if you're gay, or you can't play gay if you're straight. I'm like, no, you can act. That's what acting is. People, you don't have to be a king to play a king. Stupid. The Minions movie and Maverick had been the two highlights of film year so far. Yes, Mango Badger, 100%. I agree with you. They are the cinematic hot points. I think that it's going to stay that way. Although I guess, Jurassic World Dominion has, some folks still invested in it. I'm looking, just pulled them into the mix. I have a feeling that Gru could pass Dominion. The Rise of Gru. And Jurassic World Dominion actually cost less than Lightyear, Top Gun, Maverick at $165 million. Just bananas. Sorry, guys. I'm way back in the chat now. Banana. Minions print money. Yes, they have. So what, we're five films in related to the Minions? They are a license to print money. Universal knows it. They're everywhere. If you go to their theme parks, they're everywhere. Have I seen the trailer for Netflix's Gray Man? No, but I do like spy thrillers, so I will check that out. You guys are killing it. I love all these recommendations. I really appreciate it. What's up, Channel 66? It's going to be a good weekend. I can't wait. Sunday, the late night culture stream this weekend, this Sunday, late night culture. Going to be good. We have one of the Legion of Memers joining us. It's going to be a good time. In my theater class, we had to do a monologue, and my teacher made me do a different one because it was too much like me. Yeah. Man, I played so many different characters. It's just drives me crazy. There's a big difference between playing a character versus playing yourself exposed to the situations in a film. Yeah. The Northman was very good too. Although it wasn't as good as I was told it was going to be. I have thoughts on that. Maybe I'll talk about it someday, but it's well past anybody's short-term interest in things nowadays. Max Relax says, holds out some yarn and watches the Jurassic Park audience switch focus. Yeah, we're good. Let's see. Somebody said something. Oh, Humor and Waffle says, if Disney fired their DIE folks, diversity, inclusion, and equity staff. See, I fixed that. They'd save $37 billion annually. Probably. That might be a little bit hyperbolic. They would save a couple billion, maybe more. How many different things are being destroyed because merit is not involved in the equation? And it's not just Disney where that's a problem. It's everywhere. What kind of inclusivity is doing something that's exclusive to something? That's not inclusive at all. It's exclusive. Very strange. Yeah, woke down in the house. Good to see you, buddy. In high school, we did a short version of Grease as part of a pop course. I still did my best to present myself as a different person. than I am in order to maintain or entertain the audience. Yeah, you have to. Some of the best actors are incredible introverts, right? Yet everybody would expect them to be an extrovert. You deal with a bunch of them here on YouTube. You do. There are many, if not most. I'm not going to say it that way. There are a lot of creators. That's how I'll say it. There are a lot of creators on YouTube that are introverts. They avoid the public like the plague in their real life. Getting behind a microphone, a screen, camera, talking to an audience is a form of interaction that they would not engage in public. Yeah. Anyway, for what it's worth. Tronacus P, I'm looking forward to Fallout London DLC for Fallout 4. I'm not excited about the live action Fallout Amazon series. Really? I did not know that was happening. And I'm talking about the DLC. I knew the freaking live action series was happening. We'll have to see if it turns out to be any good. It looks like the cast is pretty decent so far for that. I do have to throw in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I'll have to take a look at it. I know it's that Cage project. I'd been hearing about it for a while. Reed says, Die is a shakedown. Pay the tithe to escape woke backlash. That's right. Yeah, I'm so glad that he's still with us. You know, that battle has got to be a tough one with cancer. Jillian, thank you. I'm not sure I said anything eloquent at all, or what I said was eloquent, but thank you. I hope that was the case. I tried to be somewhat succinct. Yeah, Fallout London is a DLC sized mod, but not official. Oh, I didn't know that. Of course, Bethesda's stolen a lot of people's mods and rolled them into Fallout 76 and then released a broken game. I'm so tired of broken stuff. Just another red shirt says I'm a card carrying hermit. Well, it was nice to see you in Dallas. It was nice to meet you and your better half. Biggles like, I'm a huge extrovert, but I want to be an introvert. Woke down. I'm an introvert. That's right. These are people on YouTube, folks. Greenland says equity is crap. Is just ubiquity of crap. Yeah, that's right. It's equal misery for all. That's the plan. Oh. Yeah, I know Lisa Joy and Nolan, right? And not that Nolan, the other Nolan. Yeah, the husband and wife team along with Todd Howard, so it might be good. It might suck. I don't know. The first season of Westwood was some of the best. Westworld was some of the best television I'd ever seen. And I'm not the only person that has that opinion. That's one of the things that Gary said many times, and before I was even a content creator here on YouTube. I was watching Gary agreeing with that thing he was saying. So. You said something to the effect of how much has been destroyed because of merit. It is not in the equation. Eloquent and true. No, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, and I covered this a little bit at the beginning of the stream. I'll say it again. Just one of my favorite actors, just involved in so many amazing things, and a genuinely good human by all accounts. His son is a interesting actor. I guess they got an opportunity to act together fairly recently. So, but we're losing a lot of people right now. It sucks. I think the 40K TV show has stalled at this stage. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it, Read by Nature, at all. According to the Venn diagram, I'm an extroverted introvert. There you go. Nunky Jeebus is going to get high and go toy hunting. All right, well, good on you, my friend. Elijah Schaefer and Eric July tonight on FNT Hail. Well, there you are. Very true. Season 1 of Western was pure gold. If it maintained its quality in Season 2, it would have eclipsed Thrones. Yes. What do you think really happened to Dan and Dave's Game of Thrones? I mean, we can talk about it and speculate about it. I think that because they ran out of story, they were serving too many masters. They weren't just serving HBO; they were serving some form of influence. They were given extraordinary budgets. I'm just curious because I've had conversations with friends and obviously people here on YouTube, and I'm just curious what actually happened to that. How did that go so wrong so fast, and why? Yeah. And again, like I said, I keep saying, I mean, you find that a lot of YouTube folks, a lot of YouTube personalities are introverts. They just are. What happened with GOT? They lost George and they ran to the finish so that they could try and get their Star Wars films that were never going to happen. Yes. I mean, that's like definitely a short version of what happened. I agree with you. But they had 4 to 7 more seasons they could have done. HBO wanted him. HBO didn't mind writing the checks, guys. They really didn't. I was a people person, but then people wrote a trap. I hear you. So, it's going to be an interesting night tonight. It's going to be a big FNT. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, Gary. Let's go, Gary. Gary, let's go. If I'm early with this FNT summit, it would work out in the timeline. Yeah, there you go. Start doing that. I think D&D just gave up because he wanted to do something else. I think you're right, Bilbo Swagger. I think there was a lot of it. Plus, they didn't have a direction. You ran out of material. You had no source material, no 700-page books that were guiding you to... Oh, wait, that sounds like something Kathleen Kennedy said after decanonizing all of the books. HBO didn't care about the money. They lost money on GOT season 1. They made money on the back end. They did. They are still selling physical copies of Game of Thrones box sets right now. Tons of them. Dan and Dave get all the blame, but I blame George R.R. Martin for the Game of Thrones failure for not finishing the dang books. Yeah. I agree with that. I was just curious. Running out of material is a problem. I want to see Doug and Bob McKenzie's Game of Thrones of the Great White North. Hey, what's up, eh? That Night King, he's up there, eh? We don't want him down here. No. It's colder up there. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. Did anyone see the animated The Boys show? Don't bother. It's garbage. Wow. All right. George is never finishing the books. Bilbo Swaggin. Indeed. Anyway, I mean, look, right now, the only good thing in entertainment is not coming from Hollywood. And it's not coming from most of these studios. It's coming out of the independent world. You look at, studios like A24 that are associated with Hollywood and distributed by Hollywood and all that. But I'm just going to keep saying it. The incredible creations of the folks in India are putting it miles and miles setting it miles and miles apart from the Western stuff. It's just so good. So good. I guess the current occupant of the Oval Office today read out from the teleprompter, end of quote, repeat the line. Wow. We are in a weird world. We're in a weird timeline. Very strange. Oh, and Victor, thanks for this send. I appreciate it. I am going to share this out. Why not? I love it when you guys message me. That's very cool stuff. Let's make sure this is right. Yep. Here you go. This is the slate of Marvel as it stands. So you have Miss Marvel, which wrapped up, Thor, Stolen Thunder, She-Hulk TV series, Halloween special. What is that? Who is that? Untitled. All right. You have What If Season 2, because What If Season 1 was such a success. The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Secret Invasion. We'll see how that goes. Wakanda Forever. That's a film. Quantumania, that's a film, and people are saying that that's not terrible. We'll see. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Yeah, that's a film. And then The Marvels, also a film. Then the redo of X-Men 97, which I'm not excited for. Spider-Man 4, of course. Blade, which I hope Mashallah Ali does a good job on. Loki Season 2, that'll make Tina Bojan happy. Captain America 4. Well, who's Captain America? Falcon Cap? Deadpool 3, which should be good. They're not going to shy away from what that will be. I Am Groot, Marvel Zombies, Spider-Man Freshman Year, no thank you. Lots of TD schlock. Fantastic Four. I'll see. That'll be a cinema. Agatha, who cares? Armor Wars, probably trash. Echo, definitely trash. Ironheart, big piles of trash. Untitled Wakanda series, don't know anything about that. Okoye, haven't really heard anything about that. Daredevil, yes. If they stick with the original Daredevil, little Charlie Cox, that'll make me happy. Shang-Chi, untitled series, don't care. Untitled Shang-Chi sequel, don't care. And Nova. Wow. 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 Vertical Horizons. Don't worry, we definitely have a plan for Phase 5, so keep giving us money, Kevin Feige. And that's the problem. It's just content for content's sake. This shit's all over the place. That's right. It is. That looks like a slate for how Disney plans to use Marvel to go bankrupt. HM. Yep. That is a lot of Marvel garbage in the coming years. Quantumania probably do all right. Ant-Man and Wasp was not a good film. The first one was good. The first Ant-Man. Surprisingly so. A lot of people like Knucklehead's humor. You know. We'll see. D-Bud. That's the future slate. Not interested. Me either. You know what I've realized? Disney is now making stuff that is not for me. I'm not sure who it's for. We're starting to actually have realistic conversations about who is this for. being a smaller and smaller audience, right? Because we've always asked this question, or I have, at least over the course of the last almost 3 years now, been saying, who is this for? Who's this for? Who's this made for? Yeah, I'm not sure about this Okoye thing. So, Dragon Master 3 says, I'm an action adventure comedy kind of guy. Are there films you would recommend? Well, for what it's worth, Free Guy was pretty good, which was out recently. Action adventure comedy, anything RRR is action adventure and comedy. Also has some drama. KGF is definitely action and some comedy. Notice these are a pattern here. These are India cinema films. I'm going to be watching Balabali this week, both of them. I'll be doing a review on Balabali. There we go. Part 1. I'll be doing a review of that next Thursday. So there's that. Meme says, heroes are so 2010s. 2020 is the decade of kaiju. Hey, Richard. Yeah, I think that would be great. I love some kaiju. Coach, is that your movie flop bingo card? Good gravy. You know what? We could put together a bingo card of what's going to flop. You just line 3 up, 5 up. We should do that. And that was courtesy of our good friend, Victor Fontaine. Thank you for that. Thanks. Give me Captain America World Police. That sounds great. Love that. What's up, Blaze? Runner. Chat jumped, couldn't highlight it. Uncle Remus says, so what happens to Disney once everyone gets tired of Marvel and Star Wars? They don't have much else. They haven't put anything in developing any of their own IPs in a long time. And they're making terrible, unwatchable, non-repeatable television stock. They have problems. Yeah, Paul Rudd is funny. Yeah, it's all trash. Yeah, you guys are on fire. You're not wrong. Ant-Man 2, Black Panther put me in mini comas. A lot of people said that. Interestingly enough, I thought Black Panther was okay. There are some people close to me that did not enjoy the film at all, and were like done in 20. Man from Toronto, that's a good recommendation. Disney does rely way too much on the MCU, and they have no imagination left. They don't have anybody creative. Again, merit. You are not putting people that are qualified to be in jobs. You're putting people according to check boxes in jobs. Hey, Carries. Got a lot of folks popping in. Thanks for joining us, folks. Sassy's here saying, hi, Culture. Hi. Oh, I love that. That is such the coolest. I love that. That is such the coolest. That avatar is so great. Made my day. But Disney has Predator. Really? That going to Hulu? That Prey things? I don't even know. I don't even care. I'm not going to watch it. Don't care. It could be out already. Don't care. Trashing my stuff. Stop trashing my stuff. JD Martin says, I watched Bahubali last night. It was really entertaining. I can't wait. I really am stoked. Part 1 and 2. That is on my catalog for the weekend. I got 5 things to get through, on top of the shows and my work stuff I have to get to too. So Twitter laid off a bunch of people today. Good. And I'm not surprised. Twitter's being exposed for what it is. I mean, I reported on the story today on the 6 Minute Daily. They're getting rid of 1 million spam accounts a day. How many accounts are there? How many accounts are created every day? Are there 1 million spam accounts created every day? And this is just a revolving door. Is the reason that you brought back a bunch of people that you banished because you needed to make that 5% number, or at least make that look more reasonable? So you had to bring back real humans that you didn't really like? I have questions. I have questions. I remember not much caring for Black Panther after watching it in theaters. It was sissified T'Challa after Civil War built him up, says Mutant Bamhammer. I can see that perspective. I really liked T'Challa. I thought the character was really cool. I thought he was very intense. Chadwick Boseman's performance was stellar. I'm sad that we won't have more with him in it. He was a very gifted actor, really. What do Adams and SJWs have in common? Asks Kitty Bear. They both make up everything, and when you are not careful, they can go nuclear. That's good. Oh, you guys are on fire. I see so many people who got Snortopupus Cuber joined us here. Read by Nature says some of them have no CV whatsoever, but are writing for blockbusters and primetime shows. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are inexperienced in positions they shouldn't be in. There's a lot of people writing stuff. There's a lot of people show running stuff. They shouldn't have any time doing it. The Marvel Okoye is the Black Panther spinoff with his female bodyguard, starring Michonne from Walking Dead. Oh, memes for $4.99. Good to see you, brother. Says maybe it's just me, or has the MCU basically become World of Warcraft? Yes. Actually, that's a beautiful way to look at it. Memes was a complete juggernaut, then just became a cash cow put to pasture. Yeah. That's exactly what happened, man. That's a good way to look at it. Here's our buddy, Matt Vader. Yeah, you can check him out. He's got a group of humans that he hangs out with that do some incredible stuff. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else is here? Blah Olmeyer says, I quit the MCU after Infinity War. Perfect ending. I just glanced at the rest. Schlocky CGI schnoosh. That's right. Yeah. Mad Vader. You guys are great. Oh. Man. We have so many great people here. I appreciate all of you. You guys don't even know. It's so weird. I remember when trailers would come out for summer blockbusters, I wanted to watch everything. We were spoiled. Yeah. I haven't seen a good movie trailer in a very long time. I mean, maybe Spider-Man No Way Home. I think I was inspired to see Top Gun Maverick more because the trailer was good. Man, the bar's been lowered a lot. A lot. I don't know. You are too human, by the way, man. Check out the Salty Nerd podcast. They've got some shows very much worth your time, including Saturday. Make sure you check out the Salty Nerd podcast on YouTube and other places as well. So I always want to promote Matt and everybody over there because they're awesome. Matt. How many Matts are on Salty Nerd podcast? Seems like a lot. It's like a lot of Matts. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Albert Zulki says, so close to 100 likes. Let's go. That's right. Please get me 100 likes. Folks, if you haven't hit like, please. Please tell me now. Oh, man, we got to wrap up. We got other stuff. Oh, it's just you. It's just Kadish and myself. All right. Well, I was just kidding. So it's a little humor. But let's see, what do we got going on? FNT in 4 minutes. You have Friday Night Frolics in about 3 hours. You have, Foul Ball Productions, the MF for Cocktail Lounge. That's usually about the time they're wrapping up FNT, and so much more. Tomorrow I will have a member stream, which I will put in the community tab later today, this evening. And if you are a member of any kind, you are welcome to be there. It is going to be open forum. So anything you guys want to talk about behind the scenes, it'll be great. Let's see. Man of War 665, the neighbor of the beast, is laughing. Yes, I know. It's unlikely they start on time. They were within 3 minutes one day. I was really impressed. And then I waited an hour one time. I think you guys can remember that. But lots of great stuff out there. And of course, Loki's late night stream, which if I am still awake, I will probably make an appearance on, because it's always fun. Everybody there's great. I don't think we have Mexican Iron Man tonight. I think we got puppet representation leading the pack with Loki tonight, but we'll see. Hey, Orville Nation, do subscribe to Orville Nation. What a great channel. What a great person. PJ is just the coolest dude in the world, and he's got incredible guests and panelists on the regular, celebrating all things good in sci-fi, especially the Orville. Thank you for all that you do, PJ. What time is my member stream? It's going to be what would be the equivalent of morning-ish for me. But it'll be, I will be more explicit in the community tab in about a half an hour, I would imagine. I'll get that together. So, hey, Chris, CultureCasino, you got a shout out from Ruben Christopher Haynes for all your help. Oh, okay. He's a good man. He needs whatever help anybody can help provide. He's a good guy. He's still in transition of where to stay while his new job gets sorted. Any help in the Orlando, Florida area? Yeah, if you guys are in Orlando, know anybody in Florida, reach out, see if we can help him find at least a temporary living circumstance, just for a few more weeks while his new job gets up and running. So, let's see. Oh yeah, ADV China is awesome, indeed. I love that. I love the old stuff where they would take their bikes to places in China where it was just empty. Lots of these brand new developments with nobody living in them. Let's see. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it. Thank you for being here. Look forward to this wonderful weekend, hanging out with all of you once again in other places, other parts of the internet. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. Support independent creators whenever you possibly can. And until next time, bye.